featured reader for the night coming up. Juliana Delgado Lopera is an award-winning Colombian writer / educator / oral historian based in San Francisco, the recipient of the 2014 Jackson Literary Award and a finalist of the Clark Gross Novel Award. She is the author of Cuéntamelo, an illustrated bilingual collection of oral histories by LGBT Latina immigrants, awarded the Regina Grant from Galeria de la Raza and a 2014 National Queer Arts Festival grant from the Queer Cultural Center, Hallelujah. Her work has been published in Forum, Revista Canto, Transfer Magazine, Raspa Magazine, Black Girl Dangerous, and SF Weekly, among others. Also performed in Action Fiction, Red Light Lit, Radar Productions, East Crawl, and Litquake. She teaches creative writing at SFSU. Please welcome Juliana.
So I don't cheer anymore.
I'll just put this here. I feel weird with podiums.
I need enough space to move. Okay, thank you for being here and at home watching RuPaul's.
Oh my God!
Yes!
Her
Or
all
the
right.
cafe, whatever you watch it. Oh, it's really bad. It's terrible this season. But we don't have to get into that. What we can get into is the fact that elections may be coming up. The candidates are there. So I chose a piece that because I've been sort of like enamored by right-wing women since I moved to this country, and so I have this huge crushes that I hope one day would materialize. So if Michelle Bachmann is watching this, girl, yeah. This is called Right-Wing Lovin'. Her tiny American flag pin was turned upside down, but there she was on the podium, dressed in the red suit she hated but picked by Mr. Bachman. Mr. Bachman next to her flipping his hair, those blue eyes glimmering in the Minnesota afternoon sun. And when Mr. Bachman tried fisting her pen and in her usual fake enthusiasm, not knowing the microphone was on, not knowing Fox News was, yes, televising this, she said. For Christ, Marcus, don't treat me like one of your patients. Underneath my breath, I called for her. You can do it, Mommy. We rehearsed the speech over and over the right night before. Family values, foundational units, God is queen, no HPV vaccine, down with Obama. She giggled while brushing her teeth, and we both prayed to Jesucristo, our Savior, that her hair for once stayed put while the liberal media snapped her photo. It always looks frizzy, Maria. Why? Why are they doing this to me? And he did. Diosito certainly listened. There, her hair, brown, bouncy, flawless. 2 days before I flew in from Miami to see her, bring her some of those empanaditas, platanitos fritos, hot yuquita that she loves, but can't get in Snow White, Minnesota. She called babbling her 25th Salvadorian foster kid was driving her nuts. She has tattoos that won't speak to me in English, Maria. Why are you people so stubborn? Marcos seemed to spend way too much time with his clients, and she worried that, again, homeboy was going to meter la pata, and in no time there'd be the clowns of the Rachel Maddow show. Oh, how I hate that woman, she yelled, biting on the yuca. I really want you to be there, she said on the phone. This may be one of my last speeches. I'm thinking of retiring. And with that voice, pelada, who could resist? Dicho y hecho. I told Natalia, amor mío, Raúl needs me to work in a mansion of some politician in Minnesota. And did she ask, what are you doing in that white-ass state? And did my baby look away from her computer? Did she eye me up and down in disbelief? And did Natalia unpack my bag, throwing the iron shirts on my face because she knew I loved her and she knew I was leaving because I loved her? Guess, Boricua, guess. I told Raúl, my boss at El Jefe's for Lawyering Solutions, that my cousin was dying, that I needed to see her one last time. You have a cousin in Minnesota? Yes? No me estés jodiendo, Maria, we got too much work to do around here. But Raúl loves my guts because most of our clients are Colombian, and in this pueblo infernal, you want your own people selling you your marble, mommy. I am the first Republican woman in Congress. The audience stands up, cheers, woohoo! Michelle's lips wrinkle as she smiles and nods. I know what comes next. We are here to defend the Constitution. I mouth the entire speech until the little ghostly boy next to me stares in amazement, the prominent veins on his face like the Rio Amazonas going up and down and everywhere. His mother is chubby and unattractive, and when I open my eyes wide, his curries next to her. Little Ghost waved his tiny American flag to me. I give him a thumbs up, even though I don't give a shit. But last night, while braiding her hair, Michelle asked me to please act as American as you can. Yes, you don't want to stand out. I don't. You know, she says. Ven acá, mami, I said, braiding the last of her hair. You do know I'm Colombian. Are we gonna fight over this? Can we just not talk? Can you just smile at people? Está bien, está bien. So what should I do about this brown thing? I said, pointing to my face. She barely makes eye contact with me, but when she does, her eyes twitch, raising her fist. I am a mother first, a mother. Ay, my troubled chica. Lucas, Harrison, Elisa, Sofia, Carolina, all her kids. All in perfect church attire and a half moon around her. And then there's Marcus. I don't question Michelle about Marcus. I mean, have you seen Marcus? Neither do I question my fake name on her phone, Margarita Gomez, her Miami dry cleaning lady. And you wonder why your congresswoman spends so much time in Florida. She's getting her dry cleaning done. This one time I pick her up at the Miami International Airport and all the old white people and some Cubans circling her. Michelle, Michelle, sign my Bible, hear about my amputee child, etc., etc. She rolled her eyes at me. Not right now, I have to take this poor Colombian woman to a shelter. I know that in compliance. Why is our president telling us what to do? Nobody's going to tell me what to do, how to raise my children, what to feed them. Only God can tell me what to do. Ay, mira la cachaco, la jefa's exhausted. Her right index finger massaging behind her ear. She does this and points to the sky, always. The light wind of the afternoon tangling her hair, her hair. She could have been the president of the US of A. Think about that, and then what would that make me? Whenever we say adios, she reminds me to don't ever quit that job, Maria. I don't have the means to support you. But of course she does. And of course I don't want that. Money? Girl, if I was after your money, I'd be breaking news on CNN. I'd be la estrella del momento en Univisión presenta. She doesn't smile, her face terrible and sad. It's not funny, she says. I think it's better we don't see each other again. Okay. Okay? See. She erases Margarita Gomez from her iPhone. See? Points her iPhone at me right at my face, showing as she clicks delete. We part our ways with a light handshake. 2 weeks later, a 1-800 number wakes me up. Maria, this child is driving me nuts. Talk to her in your language, please. Now, I know what you're thinking. I do. Why would you leave your hard-working Boricua, one of the best journalists, girlfriend won the Miami Herald Team Investigation Award? A morena with so much tumbao, her co-workers bowed to her. Aquí viene la señorita Foucault. Breaking politicians' bones with pieces on health disparity in farm-working families, and the one immigration piece quoted by some famous New York Times writer where she claims Puerto Rico's independence from the imperialismo yankee. Why then, mi reina, are you flying off to Minnesota? Why are you staying at a Motel 6 where the reception tells you there are no rooms for spics and gives you the stickiest room in the back when you offer to pay 2 times the price? Minnesota. Do you even know how to properly pronounce the word? Ay, pelá, but there you are. Thick curls in a ponytail, iron white shirt, seated on a folding chair picking at your cuticles. Natalia ironed and folded that shirt out of guilt. And out of guilt, too, she ironed and folded those black pants, and out of guilt, you let her. And when she tucked in your white socks, your special tampons, the Tylenol for your recurring migraines, you searched for her eye, you searched for your twinship. But all she gave you was a stupid Puerto Rican literary magazine to read on the plane. Natalia and her small body, Natalia hunched over her laptop, cafecito next to her, reading you her latest piece, word after word flying straight through you, flying out of that one-bedroom apartment. The orange sun exploding out the window was nothing like the yellow rays outlining Michelle's head right now. Natalia running fingers up and down your thighs before you leave, even moaning a little. And you take her hands and you kiss them and you return them to her. The ghostly boy passes me a donation box with Michelle's face sticker on the sides. Michelle likes that picture of her. I look like Nancy Reagan, she always says, and thus her Nancy Reagan face gives me a thumbs up and a light kiss in the ear. Now, the entire Bachman family waves as blue, white, and red confetti falls on them. Michelle holds Marcus's hand. He makes her twirl, but not before she grunts, then shrugs to the crowd. I search for some recognition in her. I want the world, and if possible, Papi Dios, to send me a sign. Maria, Maria, you're so wrong, but it's okay. Nothing happens. She waves but doesn't look at me. He makes her twirl one last time, then lands a fading kiss on her cheek. His lips thin and purple, his face bulgy red stamped with a childish grin. A few of his patients hold Marcos cured me signs and he blows them kisses. The crowd disperses. I sit there staring at my gringa's wild eyes in that donation box. People make fun of her for this. Google it, they do. Time magazine, she showed me, is trying to make me look demented. But at Cachaco, I've seen those wild eyes resting next to me on NyQuil. Have seen them have clothes waiting for some touch from this mamichula or water at the thought of sharing a bed with Marcos forever. Sometimes when we're in bed, I also close my eyes next to her, but mine don't water. She tells me it must be that tough upbringing in that wild foreign country, and I don't refute it. Maybe it is. We lay listening to Grupo Nietzsche's Una Aventura, her favorite. Michelle's eyes close to the world, her fingers tapping on her ribcage, her fingers laying there without kissing me. Next to us, my Boricua almost falling off the bed, almost breathing her coffee breath, and I wonder what she's doing with her other one, and if her eyes water when they hold hands, and if she's scared of leaving me. She is. Now I see you, mi reina, I see you. You're there going, oh, who does this third world bitch thing is? She is on me. Like I'm something special, cojones. Like Maria thinks we got nothing better to do than read about her love escapades. I know. And for the record, there ain't no escapades. This is as real as Michelle's tiny purple tulip tattooed on her ribcage. A teenage rebel after all. But I see you. Even Michelle says it whenever she's rolling on her pantyhose, just like that. You really think you're something special? Ah, Marie. Sometimes she calls me Marie and I chuckle. You really think you're something special because you get to see your congresswoman up close. My congresswoman. I remind her I live in Florida, but it is special. Special when she painted my nails blue. Special when she demanded I call her nothing but mommy. Special. And now she's over there waving arm around Marcos, her sad rehearsed body so distant. Which is to say, when people snap her pictures, I hid in the background next to the trucks of folding chairs, next to the only brown people in the space who eyed me up and down the moment I said, "Perdón, me puedo parar acá?" Which is to say, I saw her eyes follow me and followed the girl who, lighting a cigarette, offered me one. No fumo, gracias. I ignored Natalia's text message, Maria, we need to talk, por favor. Which is to say, I turned around and tapped the girl and asked for that cigarette and let the beating inside me pound and pound against my ribcage. Which is to say, I was scared. Thank you.